Do you think you are anywhere near the maximum level of English? That's C2. In this video, we're going to find out. We are going to look at 16 expert level words. If you actually know them, you might be near a C2 level. Obviously, this isn't an official test, but it can give you an idea of where you are. We are just 2 weeks away from one of the most exciting launches we've ever had at English with Lucy. My brand new, beautiful British English C2 program, the most advanced, highest level English course we have ever created, launches on the 19th of January 2026. This course is designed for learners who don't just want to use English anymore, but who want it to feel truly theirs. Join the C2 waiting list now. You'll get exclusive C2 level bonus lessons delivered straight to your inbox and early access to the launch discount. So if you're ready to reach the highest level of English, join the waiting list by scanning the QR code or clicking the link below. But now, let's start the quiz. For each word, I'm going to show you a definition and the first letter of the word. You need to think what it is. Some of the words we're looking at have several meanings, not just the ones mentioned in the video. As an extra homework task, you can look them up and see how else we can use them. Let's begin. Our first word is a noun that refers to bold but shocking behaviour. It's the courage to shock or offend others. And it starts with A. It's audacity. The stress is on the second syllable. Audacity. You'll often see the phrase, to have the audacity to do something. He had the audacity to criticise his boss in public. A close synonym is nerve. He had the nerve to criticise his boss. This is less formal. And even less formal is cheek, to have the cheek to do something. Okay, number 2. This verb means to change your previous opinion or decision, often to avoid criticism. It's very visual and it's a compound verb made up of 2 words starting with B and P. Have a think. It's to backpedal. You'll see it with and without the hyphen. Imagine someone pedaling a bike backwards, trying to get away from something. We often say you backpedal on something. An example, the government is backpedaling on their promise to cut taxes. Number 3, this is a verb meaning to become or act as a new friend, especially to someone who needs help or support. The first letter is B. It is to befriend, to be friendly towards someone, to become someone's friend. It's pretty simple. Are you familiar with it? Be careful with the pronunciation. It's stressed on friend. Befriend, not befriend. Here's an example. Edward always befriends new students to help them settle in. It's often used in the passive voice. We were befriended by our neighbours as soon as we moved in. Number 4. This adjective means extremely lazy. It's a 2-word adjective starting with B and I. Have a think. Bone idle. Bone idle. This is more common in British English than in North American English. You probably know the word bone, the hard parts that form your skeleton, and you might be familiar with the word idle, which means lazy or not working. Imagine if you are bone idle, even your bones are lazy. An example, Justine is bone idle and never offers to help around the house. Now notice how I link the final consonant sound in bone to the vowel sound at the beginning of idle. Bone idle. Bone idle. Number 5 is a lovely positive adjective. It means happy and lively and is related to the sound a bird makes? This is really tricky. I'll give you an extra clue. It starts with C and it has 6 letters. Have a think. The word is chirpy. For example, you're chirpy this morning. A chirp is the short, high sound made by some small birds. Cheery is another C2 word with a similar meaning, happy and cheerful. Let's do number 6 now. This is a verb starting with C that means to become weaker, lose power, or fail. It is to crumble. We can say that a business or relationship crumbles, as in fails or breaks down, or that hopes, resistance, or support crumble. A couple of examples. The company began to crumble under financial pressure. Or, as days passed without any news, his hopes crumbled. Okay, number 7. This is another word for a tip. A small amount of money you give someone for their service. And it starts with G. It is gratuity. Have you seen that on a bill in a restaurant? Gratuity is a more formal way to say tip or service charge. Think, I'm so grateful for the service, so I leave a gratuity. An example, a 20% gratuity has been added to your bill. Now, when I pronounce this word, I usually say gratuity with a ch sound. You will also hear gratuity with a t sound. In North American English, they tend to say gratuity. Use whichever pronunciation is most comfortable for you. Number 8, a verb that means to often complain about something in an annoying way. It begins with G and it has 5 letters. It is to gripe. This is fairly informal. We usually say you gripe about something or someone. An example, Anne's always griping about the internet speed. She's always complaining about it. Gripe is also a noun meaning a complaint. Her main gripe is that the food is too expensive. Okay, how are you doing so far? I'm really curious if any of the words so far have been familiar to you. Let me know in the comments. And have you noticed that the C2 level allows you to add so much nuance to your English? Instead of complain, you can use gripe. Instead of happy, chirpy. Using a variety of words makes your speech more interesting as well. Let's move on to number 9. This is an adjective we use to describe speech and movements. It means stopping and starting often, usually because you're nervous or not certain. It starts with H. It's halting. An example, I managed to explain the issue in halting Italian. I spoke in Italian, stopping frequently to search for words. The noun and verb form halt means stop moving or happening. The work came to a halt when the money ran out. The next adjective means gradually increasing, and it's often used to talk about something that causes worry. It starts with M. It's used before a noun and it collocates strongly with negative words like anger, criticism, frustration, and pressure. It is mounting. Eric faced mounting criticism after the interview. You'll also see mounting excitement. There's mounting excitement amongst fans who have waited over a decade for the band to return. Mounting has the same root as the word mountain, but listen to the pronunciation difference. Mounting with the ng sound, mounting, and mountain with the n sound, mountain. Number 11. We're continuing with the theme of mountains now, with a noun meaning the highest point of achievement or success. It's similar to peak, and it also starts with P. It is pinnacle. Such a good word. When you pronounce it, make sure to stress the first syllable. Pinnacle. You'll often see the structure, the pinnacle of something. For example, he reached the pinnacle of his sport by the age of 24. He was at the top of his sport. Or, this novel represents the pinnacle of modern literature. Okay, next we're looking for a phrasal verb meaning to end an argument and try to fix or improve a relationship. The words start with P and U. It is to patch up. You'll often see to patch things up or to patch it up with somebody. A couple of examples. Have you managed to patch things up with Henry? Have you managed to stop arguing and become friends again? Or, we've patched up our differences. All right, number 13. This is a word to describe a close relationship that is not sexual. It's a friendly relationship and it starts with P. It is platonic. Hands up if you knew that one. Listen to how I pronounce it. Platonic, with a schwa in the first syllable and the stress on the second. Platonic. An example, their friendship has always been platonic. Next, this is a difficulty or problem that makes something very challenging or impossible. The phrase begins with the. The word has just 3 letters and starts with R. It's the rub. Notice that we usually use the weak form of the before consonant sounds. The rub, not the rub. You'll often see there's the rub or there lies the rub. For example, he could be a great dad, but he works very hard, and there lies the rub. He's almost never at home. The fact that he's rarely home makes it difficult to be a great dad. And number 15. This adjective means understood without being said directly. It starts with T. This one's tricky. It's tacit. You'll often see it before nouns like agreement, approval, and understanding. An example, they had a tacit agreement not to talk about the past. They didn't say they wouldn't talk about the past, they just both understood they wouldn't. Another example, his silence indicated his tacit approval of the idea. And number 16, our final adjective, is a little similar, and it means not spoken, though thought or felt. It starts with U, and it's a common word with a prefix. It is unsaid. You'll see this often in the phrase to be left unsaid, and in the longer one, some things are better left unsaid, meaning sometimes you just shouldn't say something. The stress is on the second syllable, unsaid, not unsaid. An example, I only mentioned that the bride's dress wasn't very flattering. Well, some things are better left unsaid. And with that, we've reached the end of the video. Let me know how many of these 16 words were familiar to you. Remember, if you've enjoyed learning these words and want to push yourself to reach the maximum level in English, join the waiting list for my C2 program. It launches on the 19th of January 2026. You'll get exclusive C2 bonus lessons when you join and a special launch discount when the course opens. Don't miss out. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!